Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Shelf Life. Okay, so today I'm going to do a full face with Maybelline products. Okay, so Maybelline has been around since like the dark ages. And honestly, the last time I used a lot of their stuff was probably in high school. I don't know, I guess we've sort of had this thing where you have to buy all these like non-drugstore brand makeup products. And, but like, are they any different? Is it the same stuff, but in a different package? Now, I don't know about that, but today I wanted to do full face Maybelline and we'll see if we like it. And then maybe I'll check back in later and let you know about the wear. But I'm excited. So let's get started. Okay. So first thing I'm doing is going in with Maybelline Fit Me Shine and Balance. It's actually a foundation stick. Okay, and this is in buff beige. So I haven't used a foundation stick and I don't even know how long. So let's hope that this is the right color for me. So I don't really think that there's a perfect way to do any of this, but I just basically get started by putting, which appears to be an even amount on my face, and then I start to blend from there. So I was watching a video on Makeup by Mario, and he says, one of the things you need to do is like a kitty paw, kitty paw, kitty paw. So it really is a pressing into your skin. So I don't know how full coverage this is, but I don't know if things are looking any better yet. Also, you know, I've got whatever different issues with my skin. So for something that's got to cover everything and then you highlight and contour after, it's got to cover. Maybe I didn't pick the right thing. Okay, well, I feel like, I don't know if you guys can see really well, but I'm feeling like that is the right color, but I kind of like the stick, to be honest. The way you apply it, you're not like, you know, if it has a pump or whatever, that's fine too, but the stick is kind of cool. You just do a little line, rub wherever you think you need it. So I'm wondering if in this case of a stick, I'd end up using more. So it says it can be built. So that's my problem area that I don't like. One of them. Get red around my nose. Ew. Try skin. Okay. So that's what we're calling our base. Bat in the cave, guys. Really? Okay. So no real complaints so far, I guess, on that one. I think it's a pretty good base. I certainly think I chose the right color. So, and again, that was the Fit Me Shine Free, which is good because I think I've got like oily to dry patches. I don't know. Okay, so then I guess a bit of highlight, conceal, and contour. So this is one that's supposed to be, it's called Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. So let's hope that this doesn't crease and really look like crap right after I use it. Okay, so I know people sometimes put conceal and use it for highlight in different areas, but really, let's face it, I'm not that talented. So we're gonna lighten up right here. And we're gonna blend into the eye area. And then down into these smile lines, which are like kind of annoying. Okay, so far the blending and with these fine lines under my eyes. I'm okay with it so far. I might have to go in on top with my Derma blend for right there, but we won't worry about that for now because that can go on after. Okay, so we've sort of lightened up and concealed what we could. Now, I said to you before, if you've been watching any of my other videos, that I like to use powder for contour. But today, because we're sticking with Maybelline and the whole deal, I'm going to go in with, it's a Fit Me product as well. So it's a Fit Me camouflage concealer, but I got a really dark color. So that's, and then where I'm going to pull in from my forehead, and I don't usually get crazy with my nose, but let's do it anyway. Okay. Cause we're doing it. So, and then I believe some underneath, and that creates a shadow that it's pulling up, and this is thinning out. Okay. Now you can also make your Cupid's bow bigger. So, but like I said, we're not going to get too crazy. Okay. And then a little bit of, okay, we're going to highlight our profile. It may have been a bit high. Okay, so that was a bit high. So this is where we're at. And then you're just going in the same with the Beauty Blender. So I'm going to start my forehead. And it's just meant to warm things up and give the illusion of a smaller forehead. It's like makeup magic. Okay, and the key with this, that may have been a bit much. Okay, it's all about blending, 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 blending. Like you're not going to be able to pat it once and have it. That seems fine. Work exactly the way you want it. You got to blend it. If you don't blend it, it just ends up looking, that's a bit low, not right. So anything we can always go back in and correct. Okay, so, and this product goes a long way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I've used too much. But with our blending abilities, which I have 0, like if I can do it, you can do it, right? So you're going to pull down to create that illusion down onto your neck and sort of under your chin. It's that snatch, right? You want that snatch look. So depending, this might be a little bit more makeup than I normally wear. I always feel like cream makes it feel like I'm wearing more makeup, which is just a different vessel, but whatever. Okay, so then the key with this stuff is you want it to stay on the side of your nose, because if you just rub it all over your whole nose, it's not going to do any shadowing. Okay, so you want to just blend it in where it is. Okay, and then even up, it starts, if you up into near the eyebrow, starts to slim from the top. Okay, and this is supposed to highlight our Cupid's bow. Okay. And I think it's more of a blend straight in. You don't want to pull down or pull up, right? Because then your makeup's moving and all the other stuff that you put in the right spot is moving. Okay, so then we did a bit of a blend. So I want to lighten that, like using a highlight. And I think I pulled a bit of that away with my finger. Okay, so I'm going to go in and touch that as well. Okay, so try to find an area on my sponge that's not dark. Let's just do that. A little bit that was missing. Okay, so I feel like that blended that quite nice. So you're getting the shadow here, lighter, darker, okay? But when you're looking straight on, hopefully if you have the right light, you should be getting some shadow effects. A little bit questionable about our chin. Let's just throw a bit more on. What do you think? Okay, I think we're feeling snatchy. Snatchy? What do you think? I think it's good. Okay, so, sorry, this might be making my nose a bit itchy. Okay, so that was product 1 and product 2, and we also did product 3, which I used as a highlighter. Okay, so now speaking of highlighter, I went with the Maybelline, their Master Strobing Liquid. But before I do that, now where is it? Dang, I don't know where my concealer stick is. Okay, well, hold on. Let's do this, and I'm going to use my fingers on this. No, I'm not. I'm going to use a blender. Okay, so I'm just going to squirt a tiny bit out. This stuff's like pretty metallic, so I'll just start small. Okay, and we're going to go... Hey, this stuff seems to work pretty good, actually. Okay, and then around... Okay, so that's like above our snatch that we've done. Can you see that? I think the beauty blender was a good idea. Okay, and then the other spot, I believe, is this here. Okay, a little bit more for the other side. Just kind of along the hairline. Can you see that? I think that's quite nice. Okay, and because clearly I didn't come prepared, I forgot my concealer stick that I always carry around in my purse just in case of emergencies look just like this. So I'm gonna grab that and I'll be right back. Back in action. So like I said, I like to use my Dermablend stick that my daughter rolled into the lid. And like, that's pretty darn good. And this one, like I've already talked about in my other videos, we're probably going on 2 months. It's just a red lump. It doesn't do anything. So lackluster, like come to the surface. Shoot out a bunch of infection. Do something. Don't just sit there. Anyway, so that is a lot better, obviously. It is not an eraser. There's no such thing. So I know that I went in with some of my strobing liquid, but I can't deal with this here, with these, whatever, melasma or whatever. Okay, so I know that's sort of putting more on top of whatever, but I think I would rather go back in once this is covered. It's sort of a weak point for me. So it's got to get covered. Okay, well, that's terrible, but whatever. It's a lot better than it was, okay? So if we were really crazy, we could go back in, finger, okay? Rub it around a little bit. Put some more strobing highlighter on there. Good enough for me, girls. Okay, and then because, you know, what's the point of doing all this if you don't set? So I went ahead and bought the Maybelline Set Translucent Powder. Now, it's a pressed powder though, so I'm not sure exactly how this will go, but we'll go with our Beauty Blender anyway and see if we can. Okay, so I think it's gonna work the same. I'm used to loose, but setting is setting and it's important no matter what, especially 1 for movement and 2 for creasing, okay? I just did all this to try and cover up all the things that I hate. I'm gonna have it crease and slide off my face in 2 hours. Okay, and I would prefer not to look like a sweaty mess. Okay, so the zit, we're, you know, whatever. There's only so much you can do about these things. Okay. So that's set to me, and then I have done so precisely my brow from Benefit. I told you guys in one of my other videos that this is literally thebomb.com, and I really don't know why it didn't make my favorite products of 2019. That's crazy. So, because it really truly is. is a really tiny fine tip. I know this isn't Maybelline, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but there's some things that I'm just not willing to do, and that's getting rid of this. I don't care if I'm doing a full face of something else. I gotta have my brow pencil. So Shelby, first cheat. Okay, so it is a really fine tip, so you can almost even mimic strokes like his hair if you wanted to, and it rolls up and down, which is really nice. And actually, on the other end, I could show you. You just want to make sure you got a point, but not too pointy, because then you look like Groucho Marx. Not too far in. Not too defined either. I don't know. Eyebrows are a struggle, but thank goodness I have Brie, because otherwise they would be like, what am I doing with the angles here? Okay, well, whatever. This review is not about this pencil, but it also has a brow brush if you had hair, which is, you know, really convenient. So anyway, enough about that. Okay, so you guys have heard in my other videos, I have no eyelashes. Like, it's not even curlable. Like, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to quickly put on my eyelashes for you because nobody wants me to struggle like this. Okay, so I'm going to put on eyelashes and then we'll come back and do our lips. And I mean, I think we can call it done. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is Shelby cheat number 2. I'm using Sephora House of Lashes. So in Azalea, they are like large and in charge. But anyway, I sort of felt like we needed some extra glam today, get away from my normal wispies or whatever. And I mean, normally I have eyelashes, but you guys have all heard the story. Okay, so we have done our face. We've covered up the things that I don't like. We did our eyebrows. I feel like things are okay. Looking, you know, pretty good. Like maybe a tiny bit darker here than here. What do you think? There's a little bit left over on there. I might be able to, like, really, this is all really winging it for me. Okay, we're fine. So lips for last. I'm going to go ahead and use my Urban Decay Ozone Primer, which I literally wouldn't recommend wearing makeup without it, or lipstick. And then we got another Maybelline product, the Superstay Ink Crayon. And I got it in Trust Your Gut, which I trusted my gut when I bought it. Better be good. Okay, so our primer. This is to prevent feathering and any other nasty thing that lipstick tends to do that would really mess your day up. I don't have time to babysit my lipstick. So this is a crayon, and it boasts that it comes to a point, but way to go, Maybelline. Check this out. If you remove the end, you can sharpen it. I haven't seen anyone do that yet. So A+ for Maybelline. Okay, so, oh, it smells like caramel or something. That's really nice. Okay, so I start with my outline. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I didn't get a liner. I didn't get a pencil or anything. I'm just gonna do one lipstick color. Okay. It's very smooth. So if you've watched any of my other videos, I sort of got I feel like one side of my lip is like thinner than the other, and I can never figure out what side it is when I'm doing my makeup. But then I watch a video that I've recorded for you guys, and one side of my, maybe I just talk out of one side of my mouth. I don't know. You know what? It's all good. You can only do what you can do. Okay. You know, I start to get a little crazy. I don't want to push it. And I usually push it. Okay. So, actually, one more thing for you guys. I read a lot about this Falsies. It's Maybelline product as well. Falsies Lash Lift. And you know what? When I have some eyelashes grown back, I really do intend to try it. So we'll have to come back for that one. But this is my Maybelline Full Face Cheater on the Dermablend, Cheater on the eyelashes. Okay, so it was 2 cheats, but otherwise, oh yeah, also a cheat. I still think I did pretty good. So this is where we're at. I think it looks pretty nice. I think the color's okay. And you guys saw I didn't even really blend that much down onto my neck. And I mean, I've ordered lights. The light situation in my house is surprisingly terrible, but I think it looks really good. I think I'll go do my chores and run around with my daughter and come back and give you guys a bit of an update on, how I feel like it's wearing, how it's, in my creases and whatnot. And then this lipstick boasts that its colors stay. So long wear, we'll see about that. But we gave it the best chance we could with putting on a primer first. So I will check back. But so far, I feel like things blended really well. The cream didn't freak me out. As long as it's got staying power, maybe I'll even switch. Like, I'm pretty sure everything that I bought is equal to one of my It Cosmetics foundation. So, I don't want to say that though, because I've just been in love with it for years. Whatever though, it's about saving money and looking good. Looking good and then saving money? I don't know. All I know is if Maybelline products that I can get at any drugstore in any town that I'm in versus I have to order from Sephora or go in, there's a value in that as well. So I'll check back in with you and I'll give you an update on how it wears. Lovelies. Okay. So went and got groceries, went to the park. It only lasted for about 5 minutes because it's friggin' freezing outside and snow, 12 inches of snow all over the ground. But still, I'm talking about in the car with the heat blowing, back to outside, in a store. Sorry, my nose is itchy. And now I'm back at my house. So I have to say, I'm really impressed. Like, pretty sure tomorrow morning when I wake up and I get ready, I'm going to use my Maybelline. Oh, Maybelline, I'm saving money. Anyway, all that aside, I feel like it's sitting really nice, not super creasy, like where I have some wrinkles here. It looks really good underneath my eyes. Like, obviously I have wrinkles. Like, this makeup is not going to remove my wrinkles, but is it going to sit there and make it look worse? And I personally don't think so. So, it's looking really nice here. My chin is a little bit dry right now, so it's scaling out a little bit. And I think that's probably because of the poundage, that I ended up putting on. So maybe we'll leave that for now. But if you look at the rest of my face, it looks really nice. Like the color was really right. And I think my lips, again, I used my favorite primer, but they're great. I don't there's nothing on my teeth. I'm really, really happy. I'm like blown away. So you guys know what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be the new biggest fan of Maybelline. Anyway, I'm happy, full face Maybelline, and I guess there's a reason that they've been in business for as long as they have. So makes you kind of wonder. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this video, and we'll see you again on the Shelf Life.